Hey, gun people, we're going to talk about can cops shoot somebody in the back? Or can you shoot somebody in the back? I'm always hearing this all the time. It's a good Texas morning here. There's no wind. I can't finish cutting my grass because it's kind of still damp, so I got to let it dry out. So I'm getting a couple videos. It ain't rained in a while here in Texas. It's finally drying out. We got 5 inches of rain the other day. It took forever this thing to dry out. One day. Anyway. Shooting somebody in the back. Can a cop shoot somebody in the back? Can you shoot somebody in the back? You can. It's not going to look as good. It's not going to sound as good, and you're going to have more justification. But you can shoot people in the back. If I draw my gun at you, and I'm shooting at you, and now you shoot me in the back, and they go, well, you can't shoot a guy in the back. Bullshit. The person's the threat to me. If your kid's over here, and I tried to abduct your kid, and your kid runs away, and now I'm chasing your kid with a knife, can you shoot me in the back? Well, of course you can. So, this crap about you can't shoot people in the back, I'm just like, come on, people. You can shoot somebody in the back. You just have to justify why you did it, why there was a continued fear. Cops shoot guys in the back all the time because what happens, and I talk about this another way, action beats reaction. Okay? If I tell you to draw when I draw, my gun's going to come out when you're reaching for your gun because I get to act first. Okay? If you tell me draw when you draw, I have to wait for you to draw. I have to wait for you to draw. And then once you draw, I'm reacting, which is slower than your action. So, action beats reaction. So, what happens a lot of times in cop work, and when you're in a fight or flight, I talk about fight or flight, you have time distortion. Time slows down. Things move in slow motion. When you're in a car accident, you remember it in slow motion. When you're in any life or death situation, time slows. So, that time slowing, when you see somebody draw at you and come up, you're like, you go in that fight or flight and that action happens. Well, when that happens, it may take you a second to react. So when a bad guy shoots, a lot of times they run. So if I draw my gun and go bang and run, you're going to draw your gun and return fire. Once you make that decision to shoot, it's very hard to stop that decision until you shoot because it's such a life-threatening, big decision to reach and go. Once you commit, it's very hard to stop that. So, which is why you keep your finger off the trigger until you're shooting. That finger doesn't come on this trigger until I'm ready to shoot. So, it's you know, a lot of factors go into when cops shoot people in the back and people are like, oh, they shot him in the back. Hands up. Look, I can bang! Boom! Ow, I got shot! I got shot in the back and my hands were up. Oh, it must be because I'm white. Oh, no, wait a minute. That don't work. It has to be because I'm black. Yeah, okay. Look, people, you can shoot people in the back. You just have to have more justification. And sometimes people get shot in the back because of the fighting or moving or running. Cops will get shot all the time right here where the vest meets. I don't know why it is, but it seems like every time a cop is killed, it went through the crack in his vest right here. People are like, why don't they make it go all the way around? Because it's hot and it's heavy, and they want to make it as light and comfortable and unintrusive, and they don't want to restrict movement. So there's gaps on both sides of your vest. Well, if I'm shooting here, or I'm going for cover, or I'm diving for position because my car's over here, and you shoot at me, the odds of getting hit here is fairly high when I'm either turning, running, moving for cover. Because most people don't move for cover like this. Oh, I got my vest here. I better stay like this. Let me run away. If I turn around and run away, he might get me here. So I'll stay right here so I don't expose these, and I'll run away like this. Doesn't happen like that. So, shooting people in the back, is it authorized? Of course it's authorized. If I walk up to a guy and he's got a gun and he's picking off people in a mall, and I can get behind him and put one in his head, right in the celery stalk there in the neck, if I can take him out, absolutely I'm going to shoot him in the back. And that's totally justified. Again, I'm going to have to justify, why'd you shoot him in the back? Because he was a threat to others. He was actively shooting at people. He was a danger to everyone, including me. And had I said, police, stop shooting, I would have put more people in danger because he could have turned around and started shooting at me, missed me, and killed somebody else. So I shot him. So, quick video on can you shoot someone in the back? Yes. Is it authorized to shoot people in the back? Absolutely. You just have to articulate how it happened. And a lot of times shooting in the back by cops or by accident. A lot of cops just won't do it. They just don't want to face the legal challenge. They don't want to face all the fallout. They just don't want to deal with it. So we're taught and trained, and you just don't shoot people in the back. Now, they've done studies in war to where when is it okay to chase somebody and when is it okay to stab. You know, when the enemies run away, and you'll see people bayoneting them and stabbing them and shooting them in the back as they run away. But once they get a certain distance, morally, most people stop shooting. They're no longer a threat. It's just that they can't put their finger on it. It's not like a 10 feet, 20 feet. It's not a rule. Morally, people think it's okay when somebody's in attack, if they're so close and you're chasing them, to stab them in the back or shoot them in the back in a wartime situation when you're shooting the enemy. But once the enemy gets so far, there's no rule that says you can't shoot them in the back, but most people don't. Morally, they're like, you know, I just don't want to do it. Now, you know, a sniper, of course, snipers shoot people in the head and the back anywhere they can because they're saving lives by taking people out. But police work, or as a citizen, if you got to shoot somebody in the back, remember, you got to justify why you did it. What circumstances led you to believe that he was still a threat to you? If I come in your house and I rob you and I say I'm coming back tonight and I'm going to kill you, there's an immediate threat there. Now, some people will argue that the threat isn't immediate. Until he comes back tonight, you can't shoot him. I would disagree with that, but anyway, hope that helps. We'll end that there.